Good morning and a happy Super Bowl Sunday. Live from New Orleans, people already on bourbon and a great forecast for any festivities you may have planned into this afternoon. Here's our view from the rooftop at WWL. Certainly a lot of low-lying cloud cover and some fog out there as well. We'll continue today to see improvements as the afternoon starts arriving. Peaks of sunshine with those upper 60s to mid 70s here as we approach that 10 a.m. time frame. So a dense fog advisory is issued from now until then. Right now, temperatures across the board somewhere between those mid and upper 60s to right under 70 degrees. Our dew point values not far off. So we'll continue with, again, a dense fog advisory in place through late this morning. We do have some closures on the causeway down to one lane in both directions with that reduced speed of 35 miles an hour. And certainly if you are around the downtown area, you'll want to plan for a lot of additional drive times really across the South Shore. Right now we continue with visibility limitations in a few spots. You can't quite see at the lakefront or to Galliano, as well as off west near Gonzales. So something to keep in mind, down to about a 1/8 mile visibility in Kenner and then a 1/4 mile visibility across a few other spots. We'll continue to see improvements into the afternoon. Once again, a warm day today. So if you're visiting us from Kansas City and Philly, hopefully you enjoyed yesterday. Our forecast for Saturday, a little bit warmer than you should be this afternoon on both sides of the lake. So look at that comparison, 80 in comparison to the mid 30s and low 40s for highs in both Kansas City and Philadelphia. Of course, it's always right around 72 degrees in the Superdome. Our forecast including just a few potential quick passing showers across parts of the viewing area as we get into the kickoff time frame and beyond, but I think most spots will stay pretty dry. So looks good for any festivities surrounding the game itself, or if you may be heading into the dome, of course, it's always dry there. We continue with tomorrow morning, showcasing the 50s and 60s on the North Shore and South Shore respectively. So we should have less fog concerns, at least on the North Shore, but we'll be watching for the concern of some potential additional fog into Tuesday, Wednesday, 50s to low 60s at that point, and rain chances on the way up as well. So something to keep in mind. Humidity values considerable all the way into the middle of the week. We finally see drier and cooler air into Thursday, Friday. That's when our high temperatures will be a little bit closer to where they usually would this time of year. So we'll go from 80 to the mid and upper 70s through your Tuesday, back to 80 on Wednesday, and then finally a front brings us some relief. We're going to see that initial front meander around a while, which keeps the rain chances slightly higher through the middle of the week, and then finally that drier and cooler boundary pushes in, keeping us in the low 70s, just a little bit warmer than we should be this time of year. So highest rain chances on Tuesday. We'll head into your Wednesday through Friday with somewhere between 20 to 40% of coverage across the area. And then finally, in our extended outlook, we're starting to see a little bit of cooler air back again. Certainly unseasonably warm if you're wondering, is this how warm it always feels during February in New Orleans? Caught myself a few times yesterday outside saying, my goodness, it feels like summer, not even spring during that hottest part of the afternoon. So we do have some eventual cool-offs in the forecast, but not this week. If you have any date night plans heading towards the end of the week for Valentine's Day, everything looks good. And then of course, next weekend we see Carnival in full force with that first round of parades. So enjoy today. It will be wonderful. Make sure that you're drinking plenty of water, have those sunglasses handy, and don't forget the sunscreen either. Overall, a great forecast for the Super Bowl.